Hey family, it's Netta back at you with another video with Black Lives Count. I hope you all are doing well. So, white America is very, very upset, at least the liberals anyway, that as black Americans are saying, no, we're not protesting for Renee Good. We're not going out there. Let that community do it, since that community is the one that initiated all of this, because they unwaveringly supported for the election of Donald Trump, right? So, but they're so upset. They're angry. They're bitter. They are, just spewing hatred. Family, as many of you are saying in the comment section, and it is so refreshing to see, we're not getting out there and doing anything to try to help these people that wouldn't spit on us if we were on fire. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, all of the commentary about why black people are not out there in the streets, they need to really redirect that to their own community and then say, why are black people not out there, out in the streets, protesting with us? They know the reason, family. Don't let them gaslight you. They know exactly why. For years, black people have got out there. We have been at the forefront of all of the protests, of the injustices that have been occurring within America. When our people are put down in the streets, nobody thinks it's wrong. They ask questions like, what were they doing? Why didn't they comply? When they were 12 years old, they stole a candy bar. This is the shit that our people are subjected to at the hands of the white supremacists within America that think it's okay for black people to be taken out. So now they're experiencing some discomforts. Just like for all of these years, they have lied and spewed lies saying that black people, all black people just receive welfare, food stamps. But then when that shutdown happened in November, then we really saw who was online complaining about those food stamps. You see, family, this is America. Black Americans have always known this to be America. This to be the traits of the American society. Spewing hate, doing disgusting things to people, trying to hold people down, having a racial caste system, being racially biased and unfair in every realm of the American society, from employment to education to healthcare to every single thing in America. Racism has been embedded in it. And now they want us to feel sympathy for them because a white woman was taken out by ICE. We feel no sympathy. We feel no sympathy at all. Hey, it happened. It shouldn't have happened, but she shouldn't have been out there with herself in the midst and at the forefront of the trouble. She caused her own death. Her getting in front of those officers that are federal officers with guns, she brought it upon herself. Okay? And, we can go back and forth about it all they want to. And please believe me, they want to. Because they're still out there protesting. And they're still out there asking, where are the black people? Well, apparently there are some black people out there. Okay, and I think many of those people are possible immigrant, because black Americans have been on, foundational black Americans have been on the same page now for the last year. For the last year, we said we were resting. And we all said we were resting. For the last year, we said we're not getting out there handling anybody else's issues and problems, and we've maintained that pact within ourselves. I'm just going to say this to the immigrant and the Caucasian nations. You made this bed, and you're going to have to lie in it. And that is just the way that is. You're going to have to lie in the filthy, disgusting bed that you made for yourselves. We tried to warn you. We tried to inform you. We tried to tell you that eventually, if you continue to allow the things that were occurring to Black Americans, that it was going to come full circle right back to your communities. And now that's what has occurred. And unfortunately, you guys don't have the wherewithal to deal with it. Okay? But you brought this up on yourselves. So we will continue to sip our water. We will continue to go to the gym, swimming. We will continue to play cards. We will continue to dance at those line dances and do everything that we want to do. But we will not be going out there to battle your battles. You must get out there yourselves and battle your battles. Even out there saying hashtag say her name. What we developed for women like Sonia Massey and Breonna Taylor, and to just take over, but them people don't know how to organize and, galvanize themselves without using something from us. They cannot. They just don't have the ability to do so. And someone, people keep pointing out to me is, have you noticed there's no Antifa out there? See, family, we have to understand that the right and the left work together hand in hand. And often when we have an issue and we get out there and protest, there are these agitators that come out into the crowds and they set fires, they do all kinds of things. But they've not sent anybody out there to do it now. They want the appearance of a peaceful demonstration until now, this Renee Good situation. Before that, that's the alludance they were trying to give us. But now we know that they're angry now because of what has occurred. And so now they're threatening ICE members and all kinds of things they're out here doing, breaking all kind of laws. But, I'm going to say this. One thing I do know, if this was the Black community threatening law enforcement officers, federal officers, or trying to run them over and all kind of other things, the National Guard and probably a few others would have been out there and would have been unaliving Black Americans. But thank God that we are not out there, and we should not be out there. And those that are out there cannot possibly be foundational Black Americans. And if they are, they need their head examined. Because I'm not about to put myself at danger for a community who don't give a damn about me. I'm not going to do it. And I hope you won't either. So I thank you so much for watching the video. Please like, share, and comment. Let's chop it up in the comments. Let's keep it respectful, because I don't have a problem with blocking some of your asses from the Caucasian persuasion. Let's just, be real. If this had been a Black woman that was jumping out, her and her spouse, prohibiting ICE officers from doing their jobs, no one would have sympathy. Or prohibiting law enforcement, period, from doing their job. Say they were going to pick up felons or whatever. That no one would have batted an eyelash to help them out. So I say we do the same and pay it forward and mind our business. All right, family. Thanks so much for joining me. Like, share, and comment. And peace, love, and blessings to you. And Black Power. All right, baby. Bye-bye.